Good evening. So, welcome to yet another session. Okay, AMA sessions which happen every Tuesday at 9 p.m. IST. Okay, so, these Ask Me Anything sessions, weekly sessions. So, every time we come up, hi Shashikar, yeah. So, every time we basically talk about one topic for a few minutes and then we are open to questions. Okay, and these sessions happen every Tuesday at 9 p.m. IST. Okay, so let's start. So today we are with another topic, bathing. That means snanam and different types of snanam, This is something which is slightly interesting, a different thing altogether. So what is bathing? Good evening, Kamalnath. Good evening, Janani. So let us try to understand what bathing is, what are the benefits of bathing first, and then we'll try to understand what are the different types of, bathing. For that, bathing in Sanskrit it's called snanam. Okay, so the main objective of taking a shower, okay, is basically to cleanse the body, physically speaking. Okay, but you know that people actually go to different rivers like Ganga and they or Pampa, where they could take a holy dip, and that not only physically cleanses your body, but we say it removes all your sins also, right? So papma jit, that is also something which you get when you take a shower. Okay, so but the primary objective is to cleanse the body. Okay, so what are the benefits? Not properties, sorry. What are the benefits of bathing? So deepanam. If you notice that if you actually are in a swimming pool for about half an hour to 45 minutes, probably an hour or so, once you come out, you are extremely hungry. We say you're hungry enough to eat an elephant, right? That is because of snanam. And just a quick shower under the shower, a quick wash under the shower will not give you that effect. You have to be in water for some time to get that effect. Deepanam, okay. Ayushyam. Ayushyam is it increases your ayu. It promotes your life. Okay. Snanam Deepanam Ayushyam. Vrishyam Urja Balapradam. Vrishyam is, it is aphrodisiac. That means after you have taken a shower, you are fresh, you feel like having sex, or that will actually increase your mood. Okay. Vrishyam. Urja is Urja Pradam and Balapradam. Urja is it promotes energy, and Balapradam is it increases your strength also. Then what all does it pacify? Okay, it's all nasha after that. Okay, Kandu Malash Samash Sweda Tanda Daha Pap Majit. Okay, Kandu nasha, that means Kandu is itching. It removes itching. Mala, it removes all the sweat and all the wastes from the body. Shrama is tiredness. Shrama is tiredness by, after you have worked for some time, that means due to physical exertion, when you get tired, that is removed. Sweda, it removes sweat. Okay. Tandra is basically laziness. If you get up in the morning and you're lazy, you take a shower, you suddenly become fresh. Daha is burning sensation, heat in the body. If you have gone out in the summer in the heat and your body feels a lot hot, you take a shower, that goes out. And last but not the least, it is Pap Majid. It removes Papa. In the sense, there is also another meaning to remove Pap Majid, in the sense when you take a shower, when you've taken a very good shower, your clarity of thoughts are very good, and you will not indulge in anything which is a papa or a sin. Okay, so taking a bath is very, very, very important. Now, hot water bath and cold water bath. These are the basically two major classifications and types of bathing. Okay, so cold water bath, or a normal water bath is can be taken when the weather is actually comfortable, warm, and during the warm parts of the season. But when it becomes cool, taking a shower in or a bath in cold water is not advisable. You have to make that necessary change according to change in season. So in cold seasons, basically you have to take a hot bath. Okay. So what? For the lower part of the body only, you should not pour hot water on the head. Okay. Tene evad uttamangasya. Okay. Balahrit kesha chakshusham. So if you pour it on the uttamanga or on the head, balahrit, it reduces the bala or the strength. Balahrit kesha chakshusham, of the hair and the eyes. Okay. Okay. Adhakayasya, for the lower part of the body, you can actually pour hot water because it will promote strength. And when I mean hot water, it should not be very, 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 very hot. Okay, very, very hot water, when you pour, you feel good. But after a point, after a little bit of time, you will feel that there is a dip in energy because kapha is removed due to that heat. Okay, so don't take a very hot water bath. Let it be warm or slightly above warm. Never go very, very hot. Okay, now are the different types of bathing. Okay, you can look at that. Snanam panchavidham proktam. Okay, so there snanam is shower or taking bath. Panchavidham proktam. It has been 5 types of snanam has been mentioned. Okay, and these 5 types of snanam are actually interrelated to the Pancha Mahabhutas. What? Prithvi, Jala, Agni, Vayu, and Akasha. Okay, so how do you see and how does Ayurveda mention these 5 showers? Okay, so Prithvi is earth, mud. Okay, you would have seen people doing mud bath, applying mud all over the body, or sometimes you would have seen animals. They apply mud all over the body and they keep their body clean. So applying mud over the body is basically Prithvi. Jala is the jala, which jala is water. So taking a bath with water, which normally all other people do, is basically jala snana. Okay, Agni snana. Agni snana. Okay, you getting exposed to some atapa is one way of doing Agni snana. And other way of doing Agni snana is like you take ash, bhasma, and applying all over the body. You would have seen during Kumbh Mela and all, you would have seen Aghoris, they don't take a shower. They always apply, bhasma on their body. Okay, ashes on their body. That is also Agni Snana. Okay. Then Vayu. Vayu is basically getting exposed to wind. When you get really exposed to wind, your body is cleansed. And then the Akasha Snana. Akasha Snana is basically, some people don't, it's very confusing for some people, but I'll try to explain what Akasha Snana is. Akasha Snana is also called Divya Snana. Okay, Divya Snanam or Mantra Snanam. So, if you look at Akasha, the sense organ which is related to Akasha is your ear. And ear is for sound. So, when you listen to certain sounds or certain mantras, okay, say you are sick but still you want to make yourself fresh, you recite certain mantras, or after a kid is born or somebody dies in the home, what you do is you go to a temple and you take water which is actually a lot of mantra has been recited into that water, and you sprinkle that water to make that is also equal to so mantra snana, or by reciting mantras you become pure. Okay, you can cleanse yourself. So these are the 5 so one is hot water and cold water, and the other one is snanam panchavidham proktam. These are the 5 ways in which you can take a shower. Okay, so you may start asking your questions. Okay. Hello world, can you advise good alternative for idli and dosa? Okay, you are say there are no alternatives for anything in this life. Okay, so idli is idli, dosa is dosa. So if you are looking for good options for breakfast, okay, I would tell you, see, once in a while, if you eat idli or dosa is fine, but don't make it a regular habit. As you know, it is pishtanam, okay, and there is always a chance of it blocking all your channels. So we would say not to take idli or dosa on a regular basis. So if you are basically from India, okay, I would say you can go for things which are made then and there. You have got what do you call? You have got idiyappam, you have got pongal or khichdi. South India, we have got something called puttu, and or you have got goduma dosa or wheat dosa. You have got green gram dosa. Okay, you have got upma, you have got poha. So many options are there. Whatever you make then and there is, in my opinion, would be much better than consuming idli or dosa regularly. Okay. I get cold when I eat cucumbers. So see, cucumber is something which can increase the kapha a little bit. And for example, probably if you eat cucumbers at night, you might have a chance of catching a cold more. So in that case, I would say avoid cucumbers at night. Probably taking it during the day might not be that much of a problem. Okay. Where should I pour the water first? Is it the head or the feet? Does it vary based on whether bath is hot or cold water? Say, normally, when we see bathing, normally happens, you know, in water, in two water bodies. Okay, when we enter into the water bodies, we don't normally dive into the water body so that the head gets drenched first. We actually put our feet into the water first. We test the water, the temperature of the water. The moment you pour water on your feet, your body senses, okay, this is the kind of water that is going to come onto the whole body. You need not take the water and pour it on your shoulder, over your shoulder, or on the body. The first thing, I would say, the first thing for you to do is to basically pour water on your feet. Okay, not on the head. Pour on your feet. You can touch the water with your hands. Pour on your feet. So the body basically gets ready for that kind of temperature. Okay, so whether it's hot water or cold water, it's the same. See, normal summer when it is temperature are fine, it's okay. But if you're going to a place where the water is slightly cold and you don't have an option of hot water, first of all, try pouring a lot of cold water on your feet and your hands, and probably sprinkle a little bit on your face, and then a little bit on the hands, so that the body actually gets a feeling, or it can sense what temperature is basically gonna come on it. Why does the body become sensitive? Okay. When you are basically taking a head bath and you go out, there is always a chance of you catching a cold, right? Yeah. See, head, according to Ayurveda, above the neck, it is kapha sthana. Okay, too much of the sthana of kapha. Okay, and so it is always there is, and you have got open spaces here, which is basically vata, and those spaces naturally get filled up. Okay, when you are breathing in air, okay, you have got always got a chance of inhaling dust or pollen, or even microbes, bacteria, virus, whatever it is. All those things have got a chance of getting dislodged in the sinuses. And the sinus is, there's a membrane which secretes mucus. There's a mucous membrane which secretes mucus, and this mucus gets filled in the sinus. We able to understand the flow. Okay, and then this mucus is basically secreted to protect the body from all these external factors like dust or pollen or microbes, and then it comes out as a running nose and it removes it. Okay, so when you get a cold, it's always good for you to let it go rather than taking a pill to stop it. Okay, same thing happens when you when you take a shower. Your head cools more than normal. Okay, so there is always a chance of you catching a cold, provided if your sinuses are already full, and okay, you are not getting, and you are almost exposed to an air conditioned environment and it's congested, it doesn't flow out, right? So the moment you pour hot water or cold water on your head and you go out, you have got a chance of this melting and starting to flow out. I would say you have to let it go. In your condition, I would say doing steam inhalation once in a while will be extremely helpful for you. Your sinuses might be clogged. Okay, Kamalnath, I think that's how you have to look at it. How to remove channel blockage? Channel blockage, I think that you are basically intending or trying to ask me about the small channels in the body, right? Okay, so those channels actually get blocked when you have got ama. Okay, when you either overeat or you eat multiple times so that your digestion goes for a toss. There are a lot of things which are not properly digested which gets into the bloodstream and they go and block all the channels. So to remove those blockages, the first thing what we do is there is a process called deepana and pachana. Deepana is basically increasing your metabolism, and pachana is basically trying to pachana is cooking. Okay, trying to cook all those things which are undigested and they're in different parts of the body. Okay, for that I would say the best thing is always churna, some powder. It could be hingojadi churna, it could be ashta churna, or there is also a churna called Vaishwanara churna. Vaishwanara is a synonym of Agni. You mix that in warm water and take it 10 minutes before lunch and dinner, or probably even breakfast also. You take it thrice. But see that you eat light food, which digests pretty fast. You sleep early, and you are also into a little bit of exercise, not too much, so that you don't so that you can prevent indigestion. All these things will actually help you clean all your channels. On a rainy day, is it okay to take bath in noon? Is there any time contradicted for taking bath? See, on a cold, rainy day, I would, yeah, if that's the way it is, you can take a bath at noon. Okay, but I would say that see that you don't take the bath immediately after your food. Okay, give at least a couple of hours, 2 3 hours before after food for you to take a shower. Okay, uh, um, anytime contraindicated. That's what I said. Immediately after food is not good. And one other thing is that head bath, especially, uh, I would say, it is not very good for people, especially kids. They'll manage, but after middle age, I would not recommend you to take a head bath, pouring water on the head after sunset. There's always a chance of you catching up cold, and we have seen a lot of people have stiffness in the neck, lower back, and all those things when they consistently take a shower after sunset. So otherwise, a contradiction, yes, time wise, I would say don't take a shower immediately after your food. Above neck is kapasthana. So when we pour hot water on head, hair follicles weaken. Got it. But the eyes are pittasthana. So how does this weaken eyesight? When you see pittasthana, okay, with visheshat fleshmato bhayam. Okay, in the sense the eyes, is chakshus tejomayam. Chakshu means eyes. Tejomayam. It is tejas or it is fire. Chakshus tejomayam tatra visheshat. Specifically, shleshmajo bhayam. It has got the fear of kapha. Okay, because this is kapasthana. There's always a chance of kapha coming and covering it. Okay, that's why we say once in 7 days you have to apply, rasanjana. That's one part of it. Now, when you apply too much of heat on the head, okay, the eye which is pittasthana, which you just mentioned, okay, it will have too much of burning. Likewise, it has also been mentioned that when you are going out to walk, okay, in the hot sun, you have to have an umbrella. You have to cover your head. You have to have an umbrella, and you also have to wear a footwear, because if your head is exposed to too much of heat, not good for the eyes. If you are walking barefoot, your feet gets really hot, that heat gets transferred into the eyes. It is also not good. So heat and eyes will never go together. Okay, like whenever we are doing steam inhalation also, we see that we actually cover the eyes. Probably sometimes we dip cotton in water, we tie it, and then only we give steam because we don't want the eyes to get exposed to heat at all. Shashikar. So bathing before food increases agni, but bathing after kills the agni, right? Yes. Okay, so see, normally if you look at when see Kim here, shower is different, and bathing is different. In what I'm trying to tell you, you take a quick shower 1 minute. I don't know whether that's going to make a huge difference, but still, I would say never do that after your food. But when I say bathing, when you are in water to cool your body, so when you actually cool your body, okay, what happens here is the agni, which is the pitta or the agni, which is there in the extremities, they actually go inside, and you feel the urge to eat. You feel the increase in appetite. That's what happens when you take. That's why we say snanam, deepanam. Okay, it increases the agni, but snanam is not pachanam, because after you have consumed your food, when your stomach is full, okay, when if you cool the body down, kapha goes up even more, okay, because agni is already busy there, the pitta is already here, it's busy there. The moment you pour water on something which is already happening there, it cools them, it slows the metabolism down. It can lead to ama. So don't take a shower, don't bathe after food. Give it time, might be an hour and might be 2 hours, 2.5 hours to be on the safer side, till the food is digested and gone. Okay. How can we take mud bath? Would applying herbs paste come under this? Herbal paste generally, every herb will have, just because it's paste, we can't compare it to Prithvi Mahabhuta. Okay, because if you look at you know any paste, if it is made of something which makes a person pass motions, for example, okay, it is always predominantly Prithvi and Jala. If it is something, if it contains something which a person makes to vomit, it is more of Agni and Vayu. Okay, so when we say about Prithvi, there are two things. Okay, it should be thick and it should be cold. So just like I said, for Agni you can apply Bhasma. There is one other science which says that you can apply Chandana. Okay, if you apply sandalwood paste all over your body, that is also equal to taking bath as per the Prithvi Mahabhuta. Okay, mud bath is, yes, you can, there are specific good clays which you can take, you can mix it in water and you can apply it on the body. You can do that. Wait for about an hour and a half, okay, till it dries off, and then you can, multani matti. People do with a lot of clay and mud. People, especially in naturopathy, it is a very common practice that they give a mud bath. Okay. Can Abhyangam Janani lead to weight loss in long term for some individuals? If Abhyangam, there are different kinds of Abhyangam, with oil and without oil. Okay, without oil, it's called Udvartanam. Okay, Udvartanam Kapaharam Medasa Pravalayanam. Okay, if you do that Abhyangam without, that means with the powder without oil, Udvartanam. Kapaharam, it reduces Kapha, Medasa Pravalayanam, it reduces the fat in the body. Okay, but normal Abhyanga will not directly help you lose weight, but if you're somebody who does regular exercises, when you do the massage, the body, the blood circulation and all those things get better. In that process you will start losing weight, but just by doing massage and eating and sleeping, you will not lose weight. More intake of sweets cause irritation in throat or cough. Why? Okay. So sweet, if you look at Madhura Rasa increases kapha or phlegm to the next level. Okay. And especially as I said, above the clavicle, throat also includes, it's a part of kapha. So more and more sweet you take, you will always have a chance of getting congested in your throat and places where you have got, even in your, you'll start feeling lot heavier than normal. Okay. So this is the so when you have got cough, I don't say eating sweet can lead to cough, but if you have got a slight irritation and you've got a tendency to get cough, if you take that sweet in excess, you will see that the cough with phlegm will actually start coming up. Or if you have got cough with phlegm, if you take sweets, that phlegm will actually go up because sweet taste directly increases kapha. Abhyanga and heralding be done before or after exercise then bathing. I would you applying oil on the body and the head can be done, or you know if you're somebody who does exercises at home or running and stretching and all those things, application of oil has to be done before the exercises. So after oil application, you can do mardana and exercises, stretching and all those things, and then wait for some time till the body cools down and then take a shower. Okay, don't immediately take a shower when your body is hot and sweaty. Don't suddenly cool it. Wait for some time till the body automatically cools and then go for a shower. Okay, so application of oil first, exercise next, and then shower. Can Hinguashtaka Churna also be Deepana or Pachana? Yes, Hinguashtaka Churna is Deepana and Pachana. Definitely yes. Okay. It is also called Ashtachurna because it's got 8 ingredients. Okay. So it is definitely Deepana and Pachana. But one good thing about Ashtachurna is also that it is Grahi. That means you would have seen people after they eat food, they immediately go to the bathroom, especially children sometimes. Taking Ashtachurna regularly will actually help you get better as far as passing motions immediately after food because it is grahi. It holds the food in the system. Okay, so it is Deepana Pachan and also grahi. Snana, see, five bhutas, thank you. Any times or restrictions for same snana? See, normally for us, we follow the jalasnana or the snana in water. Okay, when people are normally on spiritual trips or certain conditions only, we resort to the other four. Like, mud bath, probably if you are sick on a specific condition, or sometimes you are spiritual at all, those people, they don't even take a shower. They only apply chandana, sandalwood paste. That is basically mud bath for them. Okay, or people, you can see people apply only bhasma, that is agni for them. Okay, and people who only sit, and they get up in the morning, they look at the sun, and they do a few mantra japa, and they are purified. So all the other three or four, could be when you are on a spiritual trip, but otherwise for a normal person, it's always water to take a bath. Okay. Can a person take cold water bath with sinus on head? If you have got sinusitis and it is acutely inflamed, I would say don't pour water on your head. Probably with warm water you can wash your body, but otherwise, see that you apply a little bit of heat, do a little bit of steam inhalation, or take medicines which will generate heat, and see that the sinuses start running and all the water, you mean overhead tank is full, that is what is called, your sinuses are full, and when that is inflamed you call it sinusitis. So you let it flow, don't take medicines to stop it. Okay, so let it start flowing. Once it flows, you probably might catch a cold, might be once in 3 months or 4 months. But if you stop it, there's always a chance of you getting severe sinusitis, or sometimes you might get even polyps. Okay, the infection can go up also. So always good to see that you do something, you create an environment where the body actually throws all these things from the sinus outside. We do nasya, some people do neti, lot of things, gel neti, lot of people do lot of things, but ultimately what you have to do is you have to get it out of the system. Okay. In India it's hot, so bathing might be cool to refreshing. While where I live, people take mostly hot or warm showers. Okay, yeah, Kim, understand. Not all parts of India are hot. Yeah, but certain places, yes, I do understand where you're coming from. But I would say, uh, where you live, I know it is very cold, but still, I would say, don't pour extremely hot water on the body or on the head. Okay, make it warm water for the body. Okay, and make it lukewarm or tepid for the head. Okay, don't pour cold water on the head. Okay, so you freeze. So let it be slightly warm, but don't make it hot for the head. Okay, that's what I said. That is not good for the hair and the eyes. Can we do nasya to wake up on 6 a.m. and then go for exercise and then bath and then nasya? Okay, see, Uh, Shashikar, I would not recommend you to do nasya that early. Okay, and if it is cool outside, that means the whole body is still cool, and preferably speaking, let us come to the probably end of the kapha period, maybe 9:30 or so. Okay, and the sun is also out. Okay, so that will be the right time for you to do a little bit of steam inhalation. The kapha melts a little bit, and then the right time for you to do nasya, or probably in the evening at about 3:34, when it's still slightly warm before the sun actually sets. Okay, don't do early morning or when it is very cold, early morning or late in the night. If emergency, it's a different thing altogether. But as dinacharya, don't do that. Does it matter if we bath using overhead shower tubs or in mugs? No, Ayurveda doesn't say preferably mug or shower or anything like that. It just says snanam. But normally, I think in those days, it used to be understood that they would be either drawing water from a well, or they might be actually getting into a water body. I don't think they had a third option of a shower or a tap or a mug or all those things. So, uh, and their shower used to always be till the body actually cools out. It's not like half a bucket of water and you finish everything. No, so they should really pour water on the whole body and cool the body. But when you're getting into a water body like a pond or river or something, you can stay in the water for long so that the body actually cools down. Okay, so I would say anything is okay. You can use a shower also, no problem. But see that you can stay in the shower for some time, so that the body actually has to cool down. So I would sometimes say even a tub bath is fine. Okay, because you can stay in the water and the water can actually cool your body down. Okay. Deepana Pachana, 10 minutes before a meal, would you suggest putting it into warm water? It again depends upon, okay, Kim, the Anupana actually differs, you can also have it with the first morsel of rice with a little bit of ghee. You can, for Deepana Pachana, I would say water is more than enough. But if you are looking to impart the property of Grahi also into Ashtachurna, okay, you mean as Grahi in the sense where it holds the food, then you can actually use takra or buttermilk, which also is grahi. Okay, so the property of grahi of buttermilk and the property of grahi of atachuna put together will make it a fantastic medicine. Okay, so depending upon the anupana, the effect of the medicine also changes. Okay, so you can use warm water, no problem. You can use buttermilk, yes. You can also mix it with ghee, first morsel of rice, and also have it. Okay. Any good churna for common cold? Yes, Talisa Patradi churnam is actually a very, very, very good thing for common cold. But also something like, Vyoshadi Vatakam. Okay, I repeat it. Vyoshadi Vatakam is also something which is very good for common cold. loss of voice and all those things. If you have got too much of cold, you can mix it with honey and have. Okay, it is not fine powder; it is coarse powder. Can we bathe after nasya with? I would not recommend you to take a shower immediately after nasya, because with a lot of difficulty we have given a heat into the body, into the face, and we put the medicine inside it and expect the medicine to do some work and come to the back of your throat, and you're spitting it out. And I would not say that I would not recommend you to go and immediately wash your face. No, you can pat your face dry, wait, not under the fan or not in an AC room, okay, and wait for your body. Don't get exposed to anything cold. Wait for your body to automatically cool down to room temperature before you start doing anything else. Okay, so it's not like you are doing nasyam on the run. That is not good at all. So taking a shower or taking bathing immediately after nasya is out of the question. Okay. Can short-sightedness in adults be corrected or managed effectively using Ayurvedic practices and helps? Yes, Janani, there is, I don't know whether you know that in Kerala there is an eye hospital, okay, the largest eye hospital, Ayurvedic eye hospital in the world. It is a 350 bedded eye hospital in Kerala, okay. It's also taken care by one of our relatives. The name of the eye hospital is Sridhariyam. Okay, you can check it out online. So my cousin is a chief physician there, so absolutely no issues. They come across, they manage a lot of eye diseases. Okay, short sighted, a lot, even up to some kind of blindness also. They are actually very, even retinal detachments and a lot of things. Retinopathy, a lot of things they do manage really really well. So Ayurveda can do it, but am I able to do it? I'm not an expert in eye diseases. Okay, so any eye disease, major things, small things, yes I can. Anything slightly severe, I give it to my brother and ask him to handle it. Applying oil on the hair during the kapha period 6 a.m. doesn't increase kapha. Need not. Okay. uh, it need not increase kapha, because it takes some time for the kapha to increase. You just apply oil, it does not increase, but you keep on doing it over and over every day, yes, and it is not that too much of kapha is going to get increased. But one thing, if you are somebody who is sedentary, even eating food is going to increase your kapha. That cannot stop you from eating food, right? So I would say, you should basically have a decent lifestyle and not depend on one thing to either make you healthy or think that doing one thing will actually make you fall sick also. So it is a lot of factors involved. So if your lifestyle is good and you're disciplined, you eat decent amount of little bit of food moderately on time, and you're somebody who does exercises regularly, who sleeps well, and who mentally you are also not into a lot of bad things, by and large, small things will not affect you. Otherwise, smaller stuff things will also throw you off balance, and you'll be blaming that, because I drank that milk, I felt sick. I don't believe that. You are doing so many things in your life that milk actually triggered that whole thing. Okay, so applying oil at 6 a.m. Will not cause too much of problem, provided you are disciplined in other areas also. Hope you're clear, Shashikar. Cataract, Kamalnath. If you look at Sushruta Samhita, which was written maybe about 2,500 years back, 500 years before Christ, you know, cataract was managed by surgery. Okay, so that was one of the major surgeries which Ayurveda, that's one of the major contributions of Ayurveda into medical science. What? Cataract surgery. And there are other, if you go to Sushrutamrita, you will see a lot of surgeries mentioned in that, including removal of liver cyst, in those days, they used to, if somebody is caught stealing or doing something, they used to chop their nose off. so that he you can identify him in public. Sushruta used to reconstruct noses, plastic surgery. So a lot of things were done in our country long, long, long back. And if you look at the instruments which are being used now, they aren't so very much different from the instruments, 108 instruments mentioned by Sushruta. Okay, so cataract arrow also says surgery, but now modern things have advanced so much. People don't do any more cataract surgery using the Ayurvedic methods. Okay, you don't have to also. During the Abhyanga procedure, you just mentioned, can pranayama be done after asana exercise before? I didn't get a question. Abhyanga during the Abhyanga procedure, can pranayama be done? Uh, See, when you're doing Abhyanga, do Abhyanga. Pranayama is a different thing altogether, and pranayama is normally done after you have, Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama. Pranayama is usually done and practiced only the proper. I don't say breathing exercises. If you mean to say pranayama, proper pranayama, you are taught or done only after you have mastered doing the asanas. Okay, so it may not be all the asanas, sthira sukham asana. That means you should be able to sit in a position without moving. Then only you can do pranayama. Okay. So I would say, normally people do yoga after a shower, but I don't think that is necessary. You can actually get up in the morning, brush, stay fresh, and then you can start doing your yoga. That is not at all a problem. Okay, but the thing is that don't take a shower immediately after you have finished practicing your yoga. Give it some time. Okay, if first meal is more of sweet like banana, milk, ghee, dry fruit, etc., does increase kapha. How does first? No, see, the first meal is normally taken at about 10:30. Okay, now we take it at 8:30, but it has to increase kapha. Shashika, don't even bother, think too much about it, because you have got the sun up there, okay, which is the best thing that will reduce kapha. And then you are awake, you are active, and your metabolism high. So that will actually give you enough energy for you to go through the day. So having predominantly Madhura, Amla, Lavana, Ahara in the morning is the right approach. Okay, it should be all the 6 days, but these days shall dominate in the morning, and these days shall not dominate in the evening, so that your food becomes light in the evening. Okay, so don't worry at all. Kamalnath, I am from Sri Lanka. Here, people usually buy only tender okra for some reason and reject mature okra. If you are somebody who likes eating mature okra, it is fine. But the thing is that it's not easy to chop it and all those things. So sometimes people don't prefer eating mature okra because it is not easy cooking, and it's not easy chewing. But if you like eating it, go ahead and have it. It's not a problem. Okay. No, nothing is superior here. Neither palm sugar nor sugar cane sugar. Okay, is that what you meant? Okay, nothing is superior. Both have got different qualities. Sugar cane sugar is not bad at all, like the way you see in social media. But if you consuming it in excess, anything can be bad. Okay, so it is always a process that makes it sometimes not so very good, like sugar being made nowadays. People do a lot of bleaching, and animal bones are also added, charred and then added into it, so that gets the white color and all those things. That sugar, industrially made sugar might not be very healthy, but there are the traditional sugars which are available, where they don't have any of these processes. Still the sugar comes out white in color. That's why it's called sita. So sugars, see, jaggery or sugar or palm jaggery or honey and all those things, we cannot say which is better, which is good. Each and everything has got different qualities. All those things, if you know how to apply, where to apply, all those things are good. Okay. So let us come to the end of today's session. Okay, so I'll see you next week with another topic. Okay, so till then, bye. Oh, okay. Last question: how can elderly individuals, people with elderly and weak digestion, it is you can have. See, if you have it moderately, what is the problem? But if you want to eat too much, then it becomes a problem. You should try to understand how your digestion is, and according to that, eat one or two pieces. It's fine. You can't eat one or two mangoes the way you used to eat when you were 45, 50, right? They can have it, absolutely no problem. They can have seasonal fruit, but in limit. Okay. Can we get one session on chakras? The shat chakras. Okay. It is actually extremely yogic topic. So let me see whether I can put something together and talk. But if you start asking me too many questions on chakras, I will go in chakras. Okay, it might not be easy for me to handle that because that is a very specific question. Okay. Thank you, Aditya, for the suggestion. Okay. Okay. Good night.